Hope you're doing really well. It's a bit chaotic in my room at the moment. I need someone to volunteer to come and clean it up because I'm getting less and less and less and less room. I know I do it to myself, but I take on more jobs and more things, and I bring more things in, and then I suffer the consequences. Morning, Sonia. How are you going? I hope everything's good this week for you. Oh, yeah, so I've got the blinds down, so it probably looks a little bit dark in here, but it's a bit gloomy outside. It's a bit sort of overcast today, and yeah, doesn't look really great outside. Good morning, Kate. How are you going? I see you got your little silicon babies. Congratulations. That's very exciting. Sonia said, yep, everything is going great. Thank you. Good. And yeah, cool. I'm so glad you love them. Did you name them? Morning, Angela. How are you going? Cindy's here. She said, hi, everyone. How are you going, Cindy? I've had such a big week. As most of you know, on Sunday was my 50th birthday. I know, I don't even like saying it. I really don't like saying it, but I'm getting used to it a little bit. I'm not in my 40s anymore. Angela says, good, thank you. How are you? Yeah, I'm okay. I can't complain, I guess. This room is just overwhelming me at the moment. It's a little bit overwhelming. It's a little bit messy. Just when I'd almost got it perfect too. It's like that always happens with me. I almost get something perfect, and then, well, in came the pram. That was number start number one. And then other things come in, and then I've got a friend of mine that I'm doing I did it a couple of weeks back, a toddler, the 5-year-old, Reborn for him. And I did it, and he's gone away for work for a couple of weeks, and he asked me to take care of his baby. And when you ask me to kind of take care of your baby, sometimes I pull it apart and redo things. Anyway, it had a wig on. I'll show you the wig. You're going to be like, oh my God. This is what the wig ended up like. Oh, I'm going to put that in the bin. See, I should just put it in the bin, but I've been taking some sneaky photos for him, so he still thinks that she had that hair. But yesterday he nearly cut his hand off, which is really quite horrible. And because of that, I told him that I had been redoing his baby's hair, or his little girl's hair. And this is where I'm up to. So I've been implanting it. Don't mind that. That's where he decided it would be a great idea to glue the wig on with a super glue, and he completely has stuffed it. I've got it in a ponytail at the moment, but that's how much I've done. So I've still got lots to go, but it doesn't take too long. So it'll be very, very, very much better when he gets it. But I'll definitely have to train him how to look after the hair a little bit better. Now I've just seen something. So Kate says, thank you so much. They're beautiful. I'm tossing names around at the moment. Okay, cool. Oh, Cindy, she said our elderly cat passed away 2 weeks ago in my daughter's arms. She was 17 years old. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's horrible when our pets get a little bit older. Even when they're younger, it's probably even worse. But when they start getting older, each day you start worrying, you know, how much longer you're going to have with them. It's a really horrible feeling. I'm so sorry. It would be such a loss. Gigi says, good morning. Angela says, hi, Gigi. And Gigi says, hi, Angela. Yeah, so I've been working on that baby, and its body's really tall. I'm just laughing because I was going to say it's nearly as tall as me, but it's not, but it's getting there. And it's right beside me here, and it's like another... And she came with her own bag of, you know, clothes and everything, because she is someone's, you know, therapy doll. And so she has all her clothes and everything like that. So that's all beside me, and it's the body, as you can imagine, is like a behemoth of a body. It's so big. So yeah, that's sort of taking a little bit of my time at the moment, but I've got to get back into my babies that I'm working on. I'm still got to do the last layers on this baby. The baby that's in the hospital bed over there, I'm just going to paint the hair on that one, and obviously keep working on the Chloe head to finish her hair, and I've just got a new booking for a new baby. So I've got to get back into it. I really sort of gotten on a really good mission role in here, and I was doing really well, but now when things overtake my space, I don't work as well, and no one's going to fix that space but me. So I just have to get to it. Anyway, it's for me to get to it, it's like get that big girl, get her done, get her back out of here. Maybe even push the pram into the spare room, even though I liked it in here. Probably better put it in the spare room so it's not in my way. Kate said, oh, so sorry for your loss, Cindy. Definitely. And Deb says hi. Gigi said hi to Deb. Thank you, Kate, says Cindy. And Sonia says, love how Matilda and Mateo are dressed in similar colours. Yes, I should have done the same too. Hey, this little outfit, Kate, don't be crazy, is a Peter Rabbit. And it's so cute. It's all mint green and white. Obviously, it's a little bit big for Mateo, but I just don't care. I said don't look, Kate, because I know Kate loves Peter Rabbit. And like, look at the back. It's just so cute. It's the cutest thing ever. And Matilda is in one of her favourites she's had for a long time. Same mint green colour with all the little hearts on it. And it's just really, really cute. Aww. And yes, I should have gone mint green too, shouldn't I? What a bad mummy. Then we could have all been the same. Angela said, so sad, Cindy. Big hugs. I know, Kate. I know. If we could only be where they were when they sold them, we'd get a few for sure. And it's like a toweling sort of material too, so it's really nice. Cindy said, thank you, Angela. So yes, as I said, I had my party this weekend. Happy birthday to Penny for Deb. Kate said, haha, I'm a Peter Rabbit crazy, haha. I even got 2 pet bunnies, lol. But he is named Freddie Mercury. Oh, I love that. That's really cool. That is really cool. I am on the lookout for Peter Rabbit stuff for you, but normally when I find it, I haven't got it yet, so I get it first. But if I see this again, it'll definitely be yours. You can be, see, baby feet in the way that I can't move my chair. I know, Mateo, it's right down there. So yes, I had a party on Sunday. Most of you will also know it was my son's 21st birthday. So we always have, hair's getting in the way. We always have a bit of a combined birthday. Well, actually, no, we don't. I actually normally stand back and let my son take all the limelight because, you know, he is that special to me. And, I want him to shine. But this time it was my 50th and his 21st. So I decided, well, I've got a big enough number there that I can really share with him. So we just had a party on Sunday with just our family come over. Well, Michael's family, really. I was really sort of, I'm an understanding person with the whole let them theory. As everyone probably knows, I carry on about it so much. But when you learn the let them theory, it helps you to understand, you know, some people have anxieties and, you know, coming to parties is not really their thing. Just understanding people's situations and just not worrying about it, pretty much. A lot of my friends have anxieties. One of my friends really can't leave her suburb because of anxiety, so I knew that she wouldn't come. Another one I knew that wouldn't be able to join in because of her anxieties and meeting new people, and another special one lives too far away. So I dulled that idea quite quickly. And then my family on my side, I know my sister doesn't really like to mingle with a lot of people either, and that, so I just thought I'll make it Michael's family, who are very sort of, let's get together and let's eat and let's sing and be merry, that kind of thing. So I just really wanted Will to feel very special. So we just got them all involved, and it was really, really good. So that was nice. I had a nice time, and then Will had another bit of a gathering on Tuesday for his birthday, where our family, our immediate family, and his friends all had just a dinner at a pub close by, and then he's doing another one today where he's getting his friends to come here and have a few drinks and some games of pool tonight. So it's been a busy week. It's been a really busy week, and fun though, really fun. So I don't know what else. I was seeing if someone said anything else. Yeah, so that's my busy week. And we also, I've been busy with Aussie Reborn supplies, and I had class. It's just days just roll into each other. It's really crazy here. It's like Monday is my busiest day, work day, doing all my orders. So I'm always busy doing the orders, and then that's it. Tuesday's normally my free day where I can choose something different to do, but the last like 4 weeks I've had things I have to do, like go to doctors, and I've just had appointments and things like that where I have just taken, even next Tuesday my sister's coming to see my mum and me for my birthday, so there goes that Tuesday. Wednesday I normally work and try to do orders and pack goods and things like that, and then Thursday's class, and then Friday it's back to here where I'm taking my mum for lunch, and the weeks go so quick. I just find myself not getting enough time to do the things I really need to do. So anyway, I'm just having a bit of a rant right now because I don't have any time for crap. Angela says hit the thumbs up button, guys. Thank you so much, Angela. I appreciate that. Probably we won't see Cruzy today. Amy's got a new boyfriend. I think I've told you all about that. And he has been sick off work this week. So she has been mothering him a little bit. So that's good. She's happy, and we're all sort of filling in the gaps. So it is hard to get used to it, though, you know, when you're used to having someone around so much, and then I have filled the gaps really easily, actually. I've had so much work to do, so I don't know. I'm really having a bit of a rant today, aren't I? I am. What else? I'm trying to think. There was so much I had to talk to you about, and I'm trying to think of it all. It's crazy. If Carol comes on, hi Carol. I didn't see you at class yesterday, and I hope everything went really well with Ralphie. I just shout out to that. My podcasts have been doing really good, so that's been really good. I don't know what podcast I'm doing next week because I've got 2 interviews to do, but I've been having trouble getting to interview those people. So that's part of my time management, not being able to get to them. But they've been doing really well. People have been really enjoying them and messaging. So I'll probably do a pod next week related to a Q&A. I'll see how I go. Yeah, I'm really stuck today. I think I'll go back to bed. I had one day this week where I woke up and I was absolute crap all day. I just was so flat, so I felt like I had gotten out of bed all day. I felt that bad. But ever since has been fine. I've been on point and feeling better, so that's really good. So it's Mother's Day on Sunday. Does anyone have any big plans? I've, of course, got my mum coming over, and we'll just sort of do a barbecue and just have my family here for her. But that's really all I've got planned. I have, because it is Mother's Day a week after my birthday, that kind of does get a little bit forgotten. I've already been told by Amy that my birthday present was my Mother's Day present. So I go into that category. Morning, Jessica. How was your trip away? I loved seeing all your photos and everything. Everything looked amazing. It's just was so beautiful. I hope you had a good time. Charmin's here. She said hi, Annette and everyone. Gemma is here with me. He says hi. Hi, Gemma. I bet you're getting so big. Oh my goodness. I'm glad to see that you're both here, and I hope you're both doing well. And I hope you had a fantastic birthday, Charmin. We had a few birthday people, as I've told a lot of people. There's obviously Charmin. There was Leslie and Monica. Monica also had her 50th birthday on the same date as me. So happy birthday again to Monica. I think she's a little bit older than me, maybe by a few hours. So that's kind of weird, isn't it? And then, oh my God, here, I think I counted it to be 12 people that had their birthday on the same day as me. And it's so weird because once upon a time I knew no one. And now there's like 12 people. And it's just like, May the 4th isn't as unique anymore. It is to me, though. Deb says, it's my mum's birthday on Tuesday. Oh, cool. I hope you make sure that her Mother's Day and her birthday are separate and good days. Jessica said it was good. Mum and I had a good time. I'm so glad. Sonia said, yep, mine is on the 17th. I love all my birthdays. And we know who else's birthday is on the 17th, don't we? Who can tell me? But that's coming, well, that's next Saturday, isn't it? So, wow. Matthew says, morning Annette and morning Deb. How are you going, Matthew? Cindy says, my cat Lemon will be 2 years old on Saturday. Oh, I love the cat named Lemon. Charmin said, I had a wonderful birthday. Hope you did as well. I did. I really did. It was a nice weekend. Jessica said it was my niece's birthday the same day as yours. Wow. Look, there's another one. There's another one. They just compile. It's just a very special day. It's a very special day. Well, on the 17th, the same date as Sonia's birthday, it is Mateo's birthday. So we got another May baby here. Deb says it's Alvin and Archer's birthday tomorrow. Wow, happy birthday. Yes, so Mateo's birthday coming up too. Oh my God, he would be, I don't know, I think he's about 6 or 7. Like, I'm not certain. Please don't hold it against me. And Matilda would be like 8 this year, I think. 9. 2018 he was born. Sounds about right. Yeah, because I was going to say 2019 is too late. Definitely too late, I think. And 2017 was too early. So if you know that, I'm going with you. I know the date, but oh my goodness, and you're getting a little heavy, so I'm going to swap seats with your sister for a bit. It's not funny how when you hold a baby, a reborn especially, for that long, you get a sore arm. When if you hold a baby, of course you're going to get a sore arm. Matthew said, I'm giving Deb's mum a good present. It's a free text day. Means we won't be talking till Sunday. Arvo. Okay. Okay. And birthday celebrations next week for him. Yes, that's right. For Mother's Day. Okay, that's cool. Yes, well, I hope everyone has a really nice Mother's Day. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm just, like I said, we're just going to do a barbecue here. On my birthday night, we made sort of tapas boards and things like that, which were really yummy. But one other thing we did was we cut up some really top quality steak into little cubes, and we barbecued them so people could sort of toothpick them And so we also did some chicken and some little mini rissoles. We had a lot of finger food type of stuff. But this steak was incredible. It was so good. So I asked Michael for that again. So I said if he could make up some salads and cut up the steak into cubes and some chicken and that, and then we can make our own sort of salad with the either steak or chicken with it. And I thought that would be a really cool idea. So I'm looking forward to that. I really am. Elaine said 23rd of May is Tegan's birthday. She is 10 years. She's my baby made by you. I do remember Tegan. And it's amazing, I saw someone the other day. You may have seen my podcast from the picnic. Another lady, Susan, had a Tegan, and I hadn't seen a Tegan in so long, and forgot how much of a pretty baby she is. So there's some amazing kits in the past that many of us remember that just have sort of gone away, like all the sort of newbies coming into the world of reborning, wouldn't even know of them or know the greatness in them. Like Debbie, you really love the Cheyenne kit. When Cheyenne was from Bountiful Baby, and Cheyenne was such a big seller, like everyone loved Cheyenne. It was just like, I want a Cheyenne. Do you have a Cheyenne? And I would be getting in 5 kits at a time, and they would sell really quickly. I mean, they were the days, really, weren't they? And if you remember the kits, I get them in from Bountiful Baby, and the price would be like $45, and that would include postage. Wouldn't we all love that right now? I mean, it'd be so great. But yeah, after COVID and everything, all the prices went up, and they just haven't not come down. And all of those kits like Cheyenne and Tegan and that, they all started to go discontinued. So, and all of those kits that were from Bountiful Baby that had no COA, they don't really do many of those anymore, which is another thing of the past that's gone. I don't know. It's a bit sad. It's a bit sad how things got so, real and then critical, and then people only wanting COAs, and the sculptors are the scammers and that coming involved, and they just sort of ruined it for everyone. And now prices are higher, and it's a bit harder. Charmin said, we had a wonderful Mother's Day dinner for my husband's mother. She'll be 100 years next month. Isn't that a blessing? That is an absolute blessing. Wow. Is she 100 years and showing her age 100 years, or is she 100 years and she's still as sharp as a tack and will whip you across the back of the head if she has to? But yes, it's amazing how the reborning industry changed over those times, and like I said, it's a bit of a dinosaur. Like many of the new people don't realize, or they weren't in those times to understand what they were like, and the people around, and it was just a little bit more subtle. Kate says, I'm not too fussy about COAs. I don't mind if they don't have one, because I only buy from legit like you. So yeah, I don't mind at all. I don't mind either. But, I do understand people's point of view. I really do. But like I said, I made that baby here, the one that's laying in there. I made that one in one of my classes, online classes, and he's just beautiful. But I was going to donate him to the expo, but because of their, strict policy of COAs and that, they wouldn't accept him. And I was a little bit sad, but let them. I made them a new one that has a COA, and this one will be part of the giveaway fundraiser for my convention. So that's okay. It still worked out all right. And I know that probably the majority of times that people have won a baby at my convention, I don't think one of them cared about COAs or even knew what a COA were. They were just like, there was one time it was just a child, another time it was a friend of a friend, and they had no idea like really much about reborns at all. So it's been lucky like that. People just are grateful to have that win. So yeah, Charmin said she looks about 75, still cooks, her mind is sharp. It's just a true blessing. Wow, that is beautiful. I love it when I hear stories like that. You must just giggle all the time at how good she is. I think it's great. Matthew said, morning Gigi and Angela, and morning Elaine. Yes, but it is true. I mean, like all of the kits I ever get, like I've told you last week, I got the kits from Beth Downing's deceased estate, and I know she wouldn't never even scoff at a fake baby. But I'm really trying with her husband at the moment to encourage him to have a little bit more of a look for the COAs, because I know her and I know she would have put them somewhere special or somewhere safe. So they're out there. And that makes it really hard at the moment because I've got a heap of kits that I need to list but don't have COAs. And it's like, just wait a bit longer and you might get a COA with them. So, see how it goes. But I do have lots of kits with COAs too. So that's all right as well. But the prices lately, like I said, I talked about this last week, I think, talking about the kits, mainly the kits I sell, I get in bulk from, people that just wanting to either get out of Reborns or things like that. So I get bulk kits, but they're normally older. And that means they're really rare because, once they go discontinued, you can't get them anymore. So I try to put prices on them that relate to, like, if someone really, really wants it, they have a chance of getting it. It's not too cheap that people will just come in and buy them and not care about the aspect that they're a rare kit. But the prices are a little bit higher, making it easier for those people to get them that still really want them. But in the recent months, I don't know if you've noticed, but the price of new kits have gone up, and they're coming up to some of the pricings of some of my rare kits. And it's like, wow, like, even though I'm not trying to keep them high. I'm not trying to rip people off. I'm just trying to allow them to still get something that is almost impossible to get these days, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but I won't be putting my prices up because of new prices going up or anything like that. I research every kit. I see what they've been selling for. I see, how long it's been since they've been discontinued, and I sort of go off that. So I'll keep doing that sort of process to get my pricing. Old kits didn't come with COAs. I know. And some of the old kits, I've got some really nice old kits. I don't have one here. I'm looking around like I've got one here. Some really nice old kits that are from really top sculptors. And back then, some of them only had numbers on. They didn't put their name on, and they didn't put the kit name on. I know for 1,000% fact that they are 1,000% authentic. But there's no markings on it related to that sculptor, the sculpt name, or anything. It's just numbers. So people and if I don't have the COA, which I wouldn't in many of those, I can't sell them because I could be put into a category of selling fakes. So those kind of ones I have to sort of just keep for myself because they're impossible. Like sometimes I don't even know the names, but I recognize the face and I know like it's authentic, and I just have to say, well, no, that's a kit for me. Oh well. Kate says, I know there's a couple I've been watching for a while now. I am thinking of doing a big spend soon on a couple of really special kits. Well, let me know because I am planning on having kit sales regularly, just because that last one did really encourage people to buy kits. So just, any of you guys that sort of are in the market, just sort of reach out to me if you want something certain. Maybe I could drop it for mates rates. Okay, so just keep in contact. I'd like to I'd like to, like I said, I'm going to do the kit sales every few months because people, that really encourages people to buy them. But I'd like to sort of keep them on sale for you guys for longer if you want them. If you know what I mean. I don't know. Elaine says, I want to buy the Presley kit from you. I know. Oh my God. Isn't it beautiful? Doesn't have a COA, but has the box, like I said. But that is so hard to get. When Presley came out, everyone wanted it and everyone bought it and everyone painted them. Like literally painted them. So it was like, well, save them, save some for not painting. And yeah, they are so hard to get and so bloody cute. But I will tell you, and I'm not saying this out of anything, I do have someone that wants that Presley kit and has said they didn't have the money like about 2 weeks ago, and they said they were hoping like maybe in a month they'd be able to afford it. So just letting you know, if it's something you desperately want, don't hold back for too long. And don't forget I've got Afterpay too, if you've got Afterpay. Gigi said prices I think will continue to rise for Bountiful and USA imports. I know, right? That's going to make it hard. Let's go back to the days when the kits were $45. Well, that was from me. I mean, you could get kits from Bountiful Baby for like $10, $12, and that was not really on sale. And, you know, that's how I was able to keep them to like $45 because I'd get them for sort of like $10 from Bountiful Baby, bring them in here, and then convert the price to Australian dollars, add my markup and fees and everything, and add the postage. And that was how I was able to sell them for $45 and still make a profit within there. Like, really? What? Oh my God. Like, it seems unrealistic, but it happened. It really did. Charmin said, I'm so glad we are in the chat. I've missed you guys. I've been so busy making jewelry, babies, crocheting bags. I will send pictures of some of my bags. Yes, please. That'd be really cool. It's good to see that everyone's being really busy lately and not necessarily busy within the same reborning world. They're taking on different things, you know, like, what am I doing different? I'm trying to think. I don't know. I mean, with Aussie Reborn supplies and making babies, that really does take a lot. The other thing I've been doing is cleaning my house. So when I'm not doing work, I'm trying to, you know, go through things in my house, you know, clearing clutter, cleaning spaces, and I've been really enjoying that. So that is probably my little thing I like to do other than everything else. Matthew said everything is going up in price. Everything is. We were talking the other day about fuel. Back in, well, let's say it was about 2006, between 2006 and 2008, fuel went up to $1 a litre. And back then I had a white Ford Territory that was a gas guzzler. It chewed $100 fuel a week, and that was like doing very little driving. But I remember at the time, Michael, my husband, said, no, once the fuel hits $1 a litre, we are not driving the car anymore. That's it. I'm drawing the line. We're not driving the car anymore. You can walk the kids to school. You can walk to pick them up. And he was telling me that obviously I could use the car, but only when we really needed it. And I was like, yeah, right. So I pretended, but, you know, I drove still. Anyway, look at the fuel now. You know, $2 a litre. It's crazy. What? It's crazy. I mean, I'm so grateful that I have a diesel. My diesel, I could fill it with fuel, and it just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. And like, sometimes I think, are you going to ask for fuel yet? Like, it's incredible. It does like 7 litres per 100 Ks or something like that. And my last car was like that too. Any diesels, my last 2 cars were like that. Run on nothing. And I just love that. I don't think I could ever go back to a fuel car. Although like Will's car, he's got old Falcon, and that, you know, is actually quite good on fuel. Surprisingly, since it's a turbo and everything, it's really good on fuel. So Yeah, but gone are the days, right? Gigi said those were the days, but those days are gone. Yes, they are. And we just have to keep moving, don't we? Deb says Mateo shares his birthday with my baby Shyla. Oh, that's nice. I'm sure he will be. But if you want me to put it aside for you and take it off sale, I would do that for you. So just let me know. Bernadette said, good morning, Annette and everyone. Good morning, Bernadette. How are you going? How are you going? How is everyone getting excited about the expo in Sydney in September? Because that is going to come and bite us really quickly. Before we know it, we're going to be in September and many of us will be off to Sydney. My goodness, I can't believe it. We've all got to get our stuff together, right? Charm and the boys, Marnie will be at school. He'll be just starting school now. And Cruz, I'm not sure if he's going to come and visit in a minute. He's going to hang out with us today. I just got a message from Amy. But normally he sort of comes around this time. I'm not sure if he's coming now or later. So we'll see soon in the next 5 or 10 minutes whether he's going to be here. Bernadette said, I'm good, thank you. And said, yes, I'm getting things ready for Sydney. It's going to be so good. So good. I cannot wait. Oh my God. Like, I'm even trying, like, very soon I've got to do my order for honeybug dummies. And I've got to really think ahead. I've got to order my honeybug dummies obviously for now, but I've got to order for then too because, well, what do we got? We've got June, July, August, September. That's 4 months. So by the time I do the order and it gets here, it'll probably be mid-June. So we're going into June. And then if I was to place another order, let's say August, it might not get here in time and things like that. So I have to think ahead of everything I do in that time. I'm about to order eyes too. Again, I'm getting them from overseas, and when I get them, you get them in bulk. You can't buy any less than 20 sets of each color eye. It's really expensive, because if you consider I've got 12 millimeter, 14 millimeter, 16 millimeter, 18 millimeter, 20 millimeter, 22 millimeter, 24 millimeter, 26 millimeter, and some 28 millimeter. So that's 9. And look at my crooked finger, hey. I'm getting crooked finger syndrome. Anyway, that's random. 9. And most of those eye categories, I have about 10 of each color. More if I go into fantasy. And when I buy each color, I have to buy 20 of each. I'm telling you, the order, I'm not joking, it comes to about $6,000. It's like a killer. It's a killer. And I have to consider the expo and realistically the convention too. So if I've got a big seller of a color eye, I already have to order 20, right? You got to think that's going to be a big seller. So then do I have to order 30 or 40 sets of that eye? And not to mention the glass eyes. When you order the glass eyes, you have to order them in sets of 22, and they are not cheap. I'm going to be broke. But anyway, happy and broke. That's why, some people think it's just so easy, but when you've got to do those big orders, they really knock you about. And, when someone's just buying one packet of eyes and you're making like a $2 profit, it's hurtful. It's hurtful. And this week I had 3 products ordered that were undervalued. Say, for instance, my spray conditioner, my small 30ml spray conditioner. I sell for $7.95, and a lot of people think, that's a little bit expensive. But if you go and order it right now, I will post that to you for $7.95, even though the postage costs me $8.97. Doesn't add up, right? I'm losing money. But sometimes people just order that one bottle and I've got to commit to sending it to them. My hopes for that price is that someone will order a few products at once and that'll make it all worthwhile and it'll be fine. But for a 30 ml spray conditioner, I can't put $10 on it. I can't put $13 on it. No one would buy it. So there's little factors involved when pricing things that sometimes they are underpriced and it costs me money. For instance, if someone buys a 40mm plug on them from me, they're $2. Postage is $8.87. I know. And people would be saying, oh, Annette, come on, get your shit together. But I can't. Those sort of things, people only sometimes want one. So I have to factor in, let's say, a bigger sale where I'm making more profit, and that will sort of counteract and help me with that sort of one. If you know what I mean, sometimes it's a bit of a scale sort of system. And even though at the time it hurts and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to post that. But you know that, the next day someone might buy a baby worth $220 and that will sort of factor in that little one. Just how it works. Matthew said, hope to see you at the show in the Sydney show. I will definitely be there. Bernadette said, I'm making cochlear hearing aids for sale. Oh, that's exciting. And Charmin said, I keep forgetting that it is Friday morning there. It's Thursday evening here. Yes. Oh, I know. I wish you could come to the doll show. Well, my doll show, yes. I wish you could come to my doll show. Gigi said, did I not have a convo with you 2 weeks ago about profit margins? I fully understand. Yes, I know. And yeah, it is hard. People would be like, Annette, you're crazy. But sometimes you've got to, take a hit to make a sale. And you're hoping that they're going to you're hoping that they're going to think, and they think, $2 for a plug? Oh, I want to support them a little bit more than that. I'll buy 5 plugs. I mean, that still wouldn't be enough for me, but, yeah, I know. Bernadette said, maybe you need to start charging postage. Well, I don't want to do that. It's all sort of factored in. It is factored in to a degree. But, yeah, I noticed like a lot of, the other companies that sell Reborn products and that, and then, they only want express posts or something like that. I don't want someone being turned away to buy that $2 plug because it's then $15 postage or something. I don't want that. I kind of want them, I do want to take that burden on for the $2 plug in hopes that they'll support me more. Some people will. Some people won't. Some people really do, so the percentages are probably, higher than you think. Like it's probably only 10% of sales, or maybe even less, maybe 5% of sales that are hurtful like that. The rest are good. So if you see what I mean, it's a scale. It sort of outweighs itself, and, it's plenty of good sales, if I can say that. Kate says, so excited, haha, and nervous and happy, all the emotions about the show. Well, you're very busy, constantly busy. I saw about all your bookings up to the show and afterwards. You're going to be so busy. That time's going to fly and you'll love it. I don't want to put my prices up. I don't need to put my prices up. So, I mean, I don't need to. I'm okay. I don't want to turn people away. I want to also stay on the good market sort of thing. And yeah, no, I know I might be sounding like I'm having a rant and like that's really bad stuff, but in realism, I want to support my customers. I support my customers, they'll support me in return. So like I said, it's only a small percent that happens to, and I can weigh that. Kate said, I always try making my orders worth it. Haha, I'm an Aussie Reborn addict though. I know. And I really appreciate that. And I do have some amazing customers that are like that. So, and I'm always grateful for those. So just saying that. It's exciting when that happens too. And you know, like this week, someone bought a starter kit. Lately, people haven't been buying starter kits at all. It's like no one's been learning to reborn. But someone bought a starter kit, and that was exciting for me. And you know, getting it all ready and stuff. I like to give back too. So yes, well, we're almost at story time. Not quite, but almost at story time. So this I wanted to show you today. We're reading Meet Snugglepot and Cuddle Pie. Great Aussie classic, great Aussie favourite. So if you're wanting to listen to this story, it's very many of us have heard it and love it. So you're going to hear it again. Yes. So weekend, what has everyone got planned for the weekend? Other than Mother's Day, guess what I am doing on Saturday? You'll never guess. You'll never guess, so I'll just say. Tiana is having an Italian night, and she is creating an Italian restaurant atmosphere where we all go. She's going to have menus, and obviously she's just recently got back from Italy, so she's got some good tips and good things. She's got a wine list, and I don't drink wine, but it's fun. Dessert menu, main menu, starter menu. Oh my God. It's going to be so exciting. So that's what we're doing Saturday night. Going to Tiana's place for an Italian night. Oh my God. I just thought I better find something to wear that's Italian looking. I do have a t-shirt that says, you know, Ciao Rome or something like that. Maybe I might have to just wear that. What other things could I wear that's really Italian like? Maybe a bandana scarf, like, you know, triangle. That could be cute. Do I have one of those scarves? Gigi says it is sprats for mackerel. In other words, good service, more customers. Yes, exactly. Thank you. All what I'm saying is you completely just nail on the head there. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Sonia says, oh, that sounds amazing, Annette. Right. And Kate says, a whole lot of reborning for me. Definitely a lot of reborning for you. I've got an itchy ear. That's why I keep touching my ear. Matthew said, well, Deb says, sounds like fun. And Matthew says, sounds amazing. Will you be making pizzas? Well, I'm not making it. She's going to be like creating, she's going to get one of like my 6-foot tables that I have for classes and that. And she's going to set that all up like a restaurant table in her, like, if many of you know, you know, your old Aussie classic houses that have like the veranda on the side, but it's an enclosed veranda. She's going to make that into like the restaurant, and hence the 6-foot trestle table in there will fit nicely. And then she's going to, you know, block the kitchen off sort of thing. So they're going to work in the kitchen making all the food and then bring it out like a restaurant. It's so exciting. And yeah, there's going to be authentic spaghetti, authentic pizzas, olives, bread tasting with you know, olive oil drizzled on it and things like that. The cake, I think she's making like a lemon something cake. I'm going to put weight on that night. I'm just going to go for it. I cannot wait. Gigi said, I'm going to Aluka for a week. Jim there Saturday, Sunday. He might cook. Ooh, yum. Cindy said, lots of 3D printing and laser engraving for me and my hubby. Oh, that sounds exciting. So is that like a little business you've got going on there where you do the 3D printing? Sonia says, can you speak some Italian? You could have a lovely time conversing in Italian for the evening. Yes, well, no, I can't. And she can't really either. They can a little bit, but I don't know if I told you, but in Italy, like most people spoke English. So they didn't have any problems at all. We even sort of got them set up with, you know, translators on Google and things like that. They didn't need it because everyone was speaking. I will have to practice some words. I'll have to practice some words, some key words. What is it? What is it? What is thank you again? Is it just ciao? Or is that hello or something? I don't know. I'll have to get some words. Oh, and you sell on eBay and Etsy. Oh my God. That sounds so exciting. That sounds really cool. I will be practicing though, Sonia. I will definitely practice. I will definitely practice and just get some, yeah, sort of thank you and bellissimo. Bellissimo. I don't know. I'll say it so with an Aussie accent there. It probably sounds like crap. If anyone's in Italian listening, they'll be going, no, no, just don't. Just stop. So anyway, I'll try something. That will be funny though. But yeah, it'll be really, really cool. We're all sort of, it's family night. So it's all our family going. So that'll be really, really cool. Now I'm going to put Matilda. Now that baby has taken your bed. So you're going to have to sit over here with Sonny and Mateo, you two. I love Duolingo for language learning. Okay. Interesting. And talk of the devil, I just got a big order for eyes. So I've got a customer who orders a lot of eyes off me. And so that, when I'm ordering eyes, will sort of help. Yay! Yay for me! Talking all these good positive vibes and positive customers. It all sort of comes out. All right, time for Meet Snuggle Pot and Cuddle Pie. Ooh, she also needs sponges. I can help with that too. It's an app. Okay, Duolingo. Let me write that down. Here's a piece of paper. Hang on. A napkin I'm writing on. Duolingo. Ah, there's a little tiny spider on that. Go away. Lingo. Okay. All right, you said so. I'm going to look at it. Bernadette says, we use Duolingo for languages in school too. Oh, it's awesome, isn't it, Bernadette? And Juju said, I have to go, doctor's appointment. Have a lovely weekend and Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day. Okay, so I hope you're all ready. In the big gum trees lived the little gumnut babies, Snugglepot and Cuddle Pie. Lived with their family among the leaves of the very tallest gum tree. One day, their friend, Mrs. Kookaburra, came to visit. Tell us a story, Cuddle Pie begged. Tell us about humans, dared Snugglepot. Mrs. Kookaburra leant in close and began her yarn. Humans are as strong as the wind, swift as the river, fierce as the sun. Humans are taller than the biggest branch on the biggest gum tree in the land. The young nuts gasped and huddled closer. I want to see a human, said Snugglepot. But what if humans are as bad, said Cuddle Pie. We don't know what we will find. That's what makes it so exciting, said Snugglepot. Cuddle Pie seemed unsure. Before dawn, when everyone was still asleep, Snugglepot and Cuddle Pie crept out of bed. They were off to find a human. The road was hot and dusty as the two small gum nuts walked further than they ever had before. Where are you going? Asked a big lizard, basking on a rock by the roadside. We're going to see humans, boasted Snugglepot, but only in the distance, added Cuddle Pie. Can I come too? Asked the friendly lizard. And so Mr. Lizard joined the friends on their adventure. As the sun travelled across the sky, the friends came upon a marvellous festival. There were nuts and blossoms dancing under glowing lanterns. One blossom was sitting alone, so Snugglepot asked her to dance. Ragged Blossom was so happy. When the next morning came, they prepared to set off once more. "Where are you going?" Ragged Blossom asked. "We're going to see humans," declared Snugglepot. "But only in the distance," said Cuddle Pie. "Can I come too?" asked the lonely Blossom. And so the four new friends continued on their way. The friends stopped to rest when out of the bushes they heard a faint voice calling, "Help me, help me." They ran toward the sound. The four friends discovered a terrible thing. A baby possum was caught in a steel cage, crying for help. "Who did this to you?" said Mr. Lizard. "Humans," whimpered the possum. "What can we do?" asked Ragged Blossom. Just then a great noise sounded in the breeze. "Humans, humans!" Cuddle Pie cried. The friends hid. "It's a giant," murmured Snugglepot as he peered over the branch. "It looks like us," marvelled Cuddle Pie. "Rotten traps," the humans said. "Don't worry, little possum. I'll get you out." Snugglepot and Cuddle Pie looked on curiously as the human gently released the possum. "I wonder if all humans are kind to bush creatures like that," said Cuddle Pie. Mr. Lizard helped the frightened possum. "I hope so," said Ragged Blossom. The possum thanked the friends and went on his way. "Hurrah! We have seen a human," said Snugglepot. "But only in the distance," added Cuddle Pie. "What shall we do next?" asked Snugglepot as they walked on into the bush. And so began the adventures of Snugglepot and Cuddle Pie. And that's the end of the story. I hope you all enjoyed that. Do not look at my mess. It is crazy. But that's all right. I'll get there. I will. Bernadette said Happy Mother's Day to all. Deb says cute story. A happy Mother's Day to all of you too, whether you be a mummy of a child or an adult child, a reborn or a pet. Happy Mother's Day to you, and I hope you all have a beautiful weekend. Jessica said cute story. Kate said have a lovely week all, and happy Mum's Day to all. Happy Mother's Day to you too. Hope you get some sit down time and don't overwork yourself, mate. Sonia said, yes, lovely story. I love Snugglepot and Cuddle Pie stories. I do too. They're so cute, aren't they? So, yes, happy Mother's Day. Charmin said, happy Mother's Day, everyone. Have a great weekend. Deb says, happy Mother's Day. And, look after yourself. If you don't have anyone around who's going to come and, look after you and maybe give you a nice dinner or something, maybe order some Uber or buy yourself a bunch of chocolates or something and just sit down and watch some movies. Do something for yourself. Take yourself for a walk. anything that just would make you feel a little bit better on that day. But definitely do something special for yourself. Angela, I urge you today to get down to the local shop or go over to Maclay or something, buy yourself extra something special for Sunday, or urge John to do it for you. John, if you're there and you listen, go get her something extra special for Mother's Day and make her feel extra special. And for anyone else who doesn't have people around on that day, you know, yeah, treat yourself. Jessica said, bye, have a good week. Elaine says, bye, love and hugs. Matthew said, bye, hugs and love, bye. Sonia said, have a great week, everyone. Have a great time at your Italian dinner. I will, thank you. And bye, love and hugs from Debs. All right, guys, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next Friday. It's going to be a public holiday here, ready for show day in Ipswich. We have our show day, and it'll be the day before Sonia and Mateo's birthday. So happy days ahead. All right, and I'll talk to you all then. Bye, guys. Love you. Happy reborning. Hey, see ya.